Chosen one, hear me now, for this word is not casual. It is an urgent decree from the throne of heaven. I am not speaking to the crowd. I am speaking directly to you. There has been a separation taking place in the unseen realm, and you have felt it in your spirit, even if you could not explain it. This is the moment where I am drawing a clear line between those who will respond to my voice and those who will ignore it. The days of playing with my instructions are over. Those who hear and obey will walk into unprecedented favor, but those who delay or dismiss will be removed from positions they thought were secure. I am not a God who issues empty warnings, and I am not repeating myself for entertainment. You have been marked for a purpose, and now is the hour to step fully into it without hesitation. I have been calling you in the stillness of the night, through disruptions in your plans, through the stirring in your heart that would not relent. This is why certain people have drifted away, why doors you once relied on have shut abruptly, and why your comfort zone has begun to feel like a cage. It is my way of making sure you cannot settle where I never intended you to remain. Some will see these shifts as loss, but you must recognize them as divine positioning. When I remove something from your grasp, it is never to leave you empty. It is to place in your hands what is aligned with your destiny. There are assignments you have yet to fulfill, and you cannot carry them while holding on to what I have already commanded you to release. I am separating you not to isolate you, but to sanctify you for the next stage of your calling. The separation you are witnessing is not only personal, it is global. I am shaking nations, exposing false structures, and bringing hidden corruption into the light. What you see in the natural is only a fraction of the battle being fought in the spirit. Many will interpret the shaking as chaos, but I tell you, it is the clearing of the stage for my chosen ones to rise. I am removing those who have misused influence, those who have compromised truth for applause, and those who have placed personal gain above my will. Their platforms will crumble, not because of man's jealousy, but because I have weighed them in my scales and found them lacking. Do not fear when you see people you thought were unshakable begin to fall. It is part of my cleansing. You have asked me, why does it feel like I am constantly being tested? The answer is this: I am refining you so that when the moment of revealing comes, you will not be corrupted by what I place in your hands. Others have failed because they wanted the promise without the process. But you, chosen one, have endured storms, isolation, and the stripping away of what you thought you needed. These were not punishments, they were preparations. Every tear you shed, every prayer you thought went unanswered, was shaping the spiritual authority you now carry. I cannot send you into certain places without first ensuring that your heart beats in rhythm with mine. That is why the pressure has been intense. It is my molding, not my rejection. Your discernment has been increasing because I am entrusting you with greater responsibility. This is why you feel heaviness when you hear lies, why you cannot sit comfortably in compromised spaces, and why conversations that once seemed harmless now grieve your spirit. It is not that you have become overly sensitive, it is that you are being fine-tuned to hear and act on my instructions quickly. I need you to respond in real time, without debate or delay, because in this next wave of my movement, timing is everything. One moment of hesitation can cause you to miss an open door I have ordained. I will not give you every detail ahead of time. I will give you steps. When I say move, move. Understand this. Obedience will bring you into rooms your resume cannot justify and into opportunities your connections could never create. This is not about you impressing people. It is about you carrying my presence into places that have been starved of it. The moment you obey, you trigger chains of events in the spirit that alter destinies, break strongholds, and release provision. That is why the enemy's greatest weapon against you is distraction and delay. If he can keep you second-guessing yourself, he can rob you of divine momentum. But you must decide today that hesitation is no longer your habit. Your yes to me must be instant. You will notice in the coming days that I am bringing finality to certain relationships, projects, and environments that have lingered too long in your life. It will feel abrupt to your natural mind, but your spirit will recognize the peace in it. This is my mercy in motion. Some who walk away from you are not being taken by the enemy. They are being removed by my hand because their alignment with your destiny has expired. I have seen conversations you did not hear and motives you could not detect. Trust me when I say, their removal is your protection. Do not mourn what I am removing. Do not cling to what I am dismantling. For I am the God who prunes in order to multiply. Every branch cut away makes room for greater fruit. Every exit I orchestrate opens space for divine entrance. You are not being stripped to be left bare. You are being prepared to be crowned. Those who ignore this call will be swept away in the same shaking they refuse to acknowledge. But those who answer will stand firm while others fall, for they will be rooted in me. The question before you now is simple. Will you be counted among those who obey? Chosen one, you are entering a moment where hesitation will cost more than you can afford. The decisions you make in this season will echo far beyond your present circumstances. I am placing you in environments that will require boldness, not silence. You will be asked to speak truth when the room is filled with compromise. You will be led to act when others are still debating what should be done. This is why I have been training your spirit to move without needing the approval of those around you. I'm calling you to be the voice that breaks the chain of deception, the action that shifts the entire atmosphere. Do not underestimate what one moment of obedience can do. It can release breakthroughs that have been delayed for generations. There will be times when you feel the weight of being misunderstood. Some will misinterpret your obedience as arrogance. Others will label your conviction as stubbornness. Do not let this shake you. I have not called you to be understood by everyone. I have called you to be faithful to me. The path I have set before you is not one that the crowd can always see clearly. While others are trying to blend in, I have set you apart to stand out. Your role is not to defend your assignment to those who cannot see it. Your role is to fulfill it. Even when your obedience seems small in your eyes, it is massive in mine. I am giving you discernment for strategic moments, windows of opportunity that will not remain open forever. This is why you have been sensing urgency without knowing why. It is my spirit prompting you that a divine alignment is near. If you delay, the opportunity will shift to another willing vessel. I love you, but I will not halt my plans because one person refuses to move. What I have destined must come to pass, and I am inviting you to be part of it. This is your moment to prove by action that you trust my timing more than your own understanding. The enemy will try to lure you into distractions designed to drain your focus. He will place situations in front of you that appear urgent, but are actually irrelevant to your calling. He knows that if he can keep you busy with the wrong battles, you will have no strength left for the true assignment. This is why you must guard your time, your words, and your energy. Every yes to the wrong thing is a no to the right thing. Be wise in your choices, for not everything that demands your attention deserves it. Before we go further, let's lock this in. Tap the like button right now. Subscribe so you're ready for the next prophetic release, and drop 55 in the comments. It's the code for covenant and divine alignment. You are not being called to survive this season. You are being called to shift it. My spirit within you is greater than the resistance around you. When I send you into a place, it is not to adapt to its culture, but to transform it. You carry authority not because of a title, but because of the one who sent you. Every step you take in obedience will release my presence into atmospheres that have been choked by compromise. When you walk in, the ground belongs to me. Do not fear opposition. It is a sign that you are making impact. If you were moving in the same direction as the enemy, there would be no resistance. The pushback you feel is proof that you are advancing into territory he does not want you to claim. But I have already declared the victory. You simply need to enforce it. You will see doors open that no one can shut and witness the collapse of obstacles that once looked immovable. Trust the process, for every battle you win in secret will prepare you for the victory I will display openly. In the days ahead, there will be moments when you will stand at a crossroads. One path will be comfortable and the other will be costly. I am telling you now, the costly path is the one that leads to destiny. Comfort will keep you where you are. Sacrifice will take you where you are called to be. Do not choose based on ease. Choose based on obedience. For in the place of sacrifice, my power will rest upon you in ways you have never experienced. I am raising you to walk with a level of confidence that comes from knowing I am backing your every move. You will not be shaken by rumors, threatened by opposition, or swayed by the applause or criticism of men. Your anchor will be my word, your strength will be my spirit, and your reward will be my presence. Those who ignore this call will settle for temporary safety and miss the eternal impact they were born to make. But you, chosen one, will rise, because you have chosen to obey when it matters most. Chosen one, I am bringing you into a season where the lines will be sharper, the choices more defining, and the consequences more immediate. This is no longer a time where you can linger in indecision. You have prayed for clarity, and I have given it. You have asked for direction, and I have set it before you. What remains is your willingness to act. Many are waiting for perfect conditions, but the perfect condition is the presence of my voice, and you have that now. When I speak, the atmosphere shifts in your favor, even if your surroundings look unchanged. I am teaching you to trust what you hear over what you see. I am calling you to rise in authority, not as a ruler over people, but as one who governs the spiritual territory I have entrusted to you. This is why you cannot think small in this season. Every decision you make, every step you take, is establishing precedent for the authority you will carry. When you obey me now, you are laying the foundation for victories you will walk in years from now. Do not treat this lightly. This is not just about today's breakthrough. It is about securing a legacy of faithfulness that will outlive you. Understand this. I have been watching not only your actions but your motives. Many will do the right thing for the wrong reasons, and though man may applaud them, I weigh them differently. Your hidden heart posture matters more than your visible actions. I am looking for those who serve without self-promotion, who obey without demanding recognition, who give without calculating return. You have been learning this in the hidden place, and now I will bring opportunities to live it openly. These moments will test your ability to honor me without seeking applause. You will begin to see an increase in spiritual conflict as you approach key assignments. Do not be alarmed when things suddenly feel heavier or more resistant. The enemy is attempting to wear you down before you step into what I have prepared. But I say to you, strengthen your stance. Clothe yourself in my word daily. Do not allow discouragement to linger, for it will drain your momentum. You have been equipped for this, and you are not fighting alone. Every time you feel pressure, remember, it is confirmation that you are pushing against the gates of darkness, and they will not prevail. I am also bringing people into your path who will sharpen you, challenge you, and call you higher. Do not resist these alignments just because they make you uncomfortable. They are not sent to flatter you. They are sent to refine you. You will recognize them because their words will stir conviction rather than inflate ego. I have sent them to prepare you for the weight of responsibility that is coming. If you will receive correction with humility, I will increase your capacity to lead with wisdom and discernment. In this season, you must separate the urgent from the important. Many things will clamor for your attention, but not all of them are part of my agenda for you. I will give you insight to discern which opportunities are assignments and which are distractions dressed as opportunities. The enemy is skilled at presenting counterfeit doors, but I will mark the genuine ones with my peace. Follow that peace, even if it leads you into unfamiliar territory. I am not only calling you to be faithful in great battles, but also in small acts of obedience. Sometimes the most significant shifts happen in the smallest moments, a word spoken in season, an act of kindness prompted by my spirit, a decision to turn away from what looks harmless but is spiritually dangerous. These seemingly small acts are building in you a reflex of obedience that will serve you when the stakes are higher. The shaking you see around you is not designed to destroy you, it is meant to reveal you. While others are being exposed for compromise, I am revealing those who can be trusted to carry my name into the next move of my spirit. You will not need to push for visibility. I will place you where you need to be. When I open a door, it will not be because of human favor, but because of my appointment. Walk into it with humility, for the platform I give is for my glory, not your recognition. Chosen one, I am drawing a line in the sand, and it is not a suggestion, it is a summons. The days of blending in are over. I have not brought you this far for you to remain silent in the face of compromise. There is a mantle on your life that will not allow you to tolerate what I have called you to confront. You have felt the weight of this even when you tried to ignore it, because the calling on you is not one you chose. It is one I appointed before you were formed. You cannot run from it without running into my hand, and I will always redirect you back to purpose. The assignments I am placing before you are not for the faint of heart. They will require you to walk into environments saturated with fear and speak words that carry my courage. You will confront lies that have been repeated so often they are now accepted as truth. You will challenge atmospheres that have grown comfortable in deception. This will not make you popular, but it will make you effective. My anointing on your life is not for entertainment, it is for transformation. Those who are set free by your obedience will bear witness to the reality of my presence. Some will distance themselves from you because your light exposes what they would rather keep hidden. Do not take this personally. When you walk in alignment with me, the conviction you carry will make the compromised uncomfortable. It is not your job to dim your light to keep others at ease. It is your job to let that light shine so clearly that it gives them a choice to step into truth or walk away. Whether they choose to change or not is their responsibility. Your responsibility is to be faithful to what I have spoken. There will be moments when the path I lead you on seems to cost you more than it rewards you. Relationships may end, opportunities may be withdrawn, and familiar safety nets may disappear. But what looks like loss in the natural is often advancement in the spirit. I am removing props so that your trust will rest on me alone. If you only move when it benefits you visibly, you are not walking by faith, you are walking by convenience. But if you will obey me even when the outcome is unclear, you will see provision, favor, and victory manifest in ways you could not have orchestrated. I am releasing strategies to you that will not make sense to those who are not tuned in to my frequency. This is why you must guard what I speak to you. Not every vision is meant to be shared immediately. Some are to be carried in prayer until I give the release. Those who are spiritually immature will try to advise you based on human reasoning, but I am leading you by revelation. Trust that I see the end from the beginning, and my instructions are never random. You will find yourself in situations that demand immediate response, and I will give you the words and actions in the moment they are needed. Do not fear that you will be unprepared. I have been preparing you in the hidden places, in the seasons when it felt like nothing was happening. The words you studied, the prayers you prayed, the tears you cried, none of it has been wasted. It has built a reservoir within you that I will draw from when the time comes. The opposition you face will not always come from obvious enemies. At times it will come from those close to you who do not understand your obedience. They may question your decisions, misinterpret your motives, or even accuse you of pride. But remember, they are not your source of confirmation. I am. When you know you have heard me, you must hold your ground. My voice must carry more weight in your life than the opinions of those around you. I am not only calling you to endure the test, I am calling you to excel in it. Your obedience in this season will set the tone for the authority you carry in the next. If you are faithful in this shaking, you will be trusted with greater assignments in the season of rebuilding. I am not removing you from the battle, I am positioning you to lead in it. And those who ignore this call will not only miss their assignment, they will watch from the sidelines as others take their place. Chosen one, I am calling you to operate with precision in this season. You cannot afford to scatter your energy or your focus. I have not placed you here to be distracted by every noise that rises around you. Your assignment requires clarity, and clarity comes from guarding the space I have given you to hear me. This is why certain invitations will feel wrong in your spirit, even if they look appealing to your eyes. Not every open door is from me. The ones I open will align with my timing, my purpose, and my peace. The rest are traps designed to delay you. I am preparing you for influence that is not about spotlight but about impact. Many chase visibility, but I am building you for authority. There is a difference. Visibility draws eyes. Authority shifts atmospheres. Visibility fades with trends. Authority remains because it comes from me. This is why I am stripping away the need for external validation from your spirit. I will place you where you need to be when you need to be there, and no human gatekeeper will be able to stop it. You have been asking me for confirmation, but often I have already given it in ways you did not recognize. The closed doors you resented were confirmations that you were being protected. The disruptions you thought were setbacks were actually redirections. The uneasy feeling in certain conversations was my spirit telling you not to connect there. I am teaching you to interpret these signals so you can move without constant external reassurance. This will save you time, energy, and unnecessary battles. I am placing you in a position to speak life where others have spoken death. There are people whose dreams have been buried under the weight of disappointment, and I am sending you to call them forth. You will not simply offer encouragement. You will release the breath of my spirit into their situation. Some will rise again because of the words I place in your mouth. Do not underestimate the power of one conversation led by my spirit. Heaven will back what I tell you to say. The pressure you feel is evidence that the ground beneath you is shifting into new territory. Every spiritual promotion comes with new resistance, but it also comes with new authority. You will find that certain things which used to intimidate you no longer have the same power over you. This is because you are not just surviving battles, you are gaining spiritual rank through them. Each victory in obedience is increasing your capacity to carry more of what I am entrusting to you. There will be moments when you feel the urge to retreat because the weight feels too heavy. In those moments, remember this: I have already equipped you with everything you need to finish what I started in you. You are not walking into this season empty-handed. You are walking in with the weapons of prayer, the authority of my name, and the backing of my kingdom. Nothing formed against you can withstand those weapons. I am also sending provision in unexpected ways to support your obedience. It may come through people you did not know, opportunities you never sought, or resources you could not have planned for. This is to remind you that you are not responsible for manufacturing my promise. You are responsible for walking in it. When I give the instruction, I also supply the means to fulfill it. Mark my words, those who have treated my call lightly will begin to feel the weight of what they have ignored. But you, because you have chosen to align with me, will walk into open doors while others remain stalled. Your obedience is your distinguishing mark in this hour. Hold fast, for the next shift will come quickly and you will be ready when it does. Chosen one, I am sending a fresh wave of discernment over you so that you will not be deceived by appearances. In this season, not everything good is from me, and not everything difficult is from the enemy. Some battles are assignments I have given you, and some opportunities are distractions dressed as blessings. Your ability to distinguish between the two will determine the strength of your next season. This is why you cannot make decisions based solely on convenience or comfort. You must be led by my spirit. There will be voices that try to pull you in multiple directions. Some will sound wise but will not carry my truth. You must measure every word you hear against what I have already spoken to you. If it contradicts my voice, it is not from me. I'm giving you a sharper spiritual filter so you can separate the noise from the instruction. This will keep you from wasting your strength on assignments I never gave you. The authority I am placing on your life will require a deeper commitment to purity in your words, your motives, and your private life. I am calling you to walk with integrity that does not bend when no one is watching. The hidden decisions you make will carry weight in the spiritual realm. Every compromise in the dark weakens your authority in the light. But every act of obedience, even when unseen, builds spiritual credibility before me. I am not sending you into this season to operate in isolation, but you must be selective about your inner circle. Not everyone has the maturity to walk closely with you in this assignment. Some are only drawn to your light, but are not willing to honor the oil that produces it. I will reveal who is meant to walk with you and who must be loved from a distance. Trust me enough to release anyone I highlight as a hindrance, even if you once thought they were essential to your journey. There will be sudden changes in your plans, not because you have failed, but because I am redirecting you to places where your obedience will have the greatest impact. When this happens, resist the temptation to hold on to your original strategy. I see the full map. You only see a piece. The detours I design are not delays. They are accelerations in disguise. You will soon step into environments where your presence will disrupt patterns that have existed for years. Do not be surprised if tension rises when you enter certain rooms. It is not you they are resisting. It is the authority you carry. Stand firm. The light I have placed in you is not meant to be subtle. It is meant to expose, to heal, and to shift the atmosphere until it aligns with my will. I will also use your life as a testimony to others who have been hesitant to obey me. They will watch the fruit of your faithfulness and realize what they forfeited by delaying. This is why you must keep moving forward, even when it feels slow. Your obedience will speak louder than any argument you could make. Remember this. Every step you take in alignment with me is a step into unshakable ground. Those who ignore this call will find their foundations crumbling under the weight of their own compromise. But you, chosen one, will stand when others fall, not because of your strength, but because you have chosen to root yourself in mine. Chosen one, the separation is reaching its final stage. This is the hour where I will distinguish between those who are willing to obey at any cost and those who are only committed when it is convenient. I am not looking for halfway responses or partial surrender. I am searching for those who will say yes without needing to weigh the personal benefit. This is the season where a decisive spirit will carry you further than talent, knowledge, or connections. If you hesitate now, the opportunity will pass and the mantle will rest on another. But if you act, you will walk in a flow of favor and authority that cannot be manufactured by human effort. I have been preparing you for this moment by allowing circumstances to press you into deeper dependence on me. Every unanswered question, every delayed promise, and every door that refused to open was shaping your readiness. You have learned to stand when the winds are against you, to worship when answers seem far away, and to keep moving when the path is unclear. All of this has trained your spirit for the weight of what I am placing in your hands now. You will need that endurance for the next stage, because the impact you are about to have will draw both favor and resistance. You will find that the more you step into my assignments, the more certain voices will try to sway you off course. Some will offer shortcuts, others will plant doubt, and a few will even use my name to mask their own agendas. But I have given you the ability to discern my tone, and you will recognize when it is not me speaking. In these moments, silence the noise and return to the last clear instruction I gave you. I do not contradict myself, and I do not abandon those who are walking in what I have spoken. There will be a sudden acceleration for those who are in position. What took years in the past will happen in months or even weeks. I am not bound by time, and when I move, everything aligns at once. Resources, connections, and open doors will converge in a way that leaves no doubt it was my hand. But I will not accelerate those who have refused to align. Acceleration without preparation is destruction. This is why I am warning you now to solidify your commitment before the speed increases. Before we go deeper, take a second to secure this moment. Like this video so this message reaches more of the chosen ones. Subscribe so you're aligned for every prophetic word ahead. Comment 55 below. It is your declaration of covenant and divine alignment. I am not simply calling you to be a participant in what I am doing. I am calling you to be a carrier of it. When you step into rooms, you are not arriving empty. You are bringing the atmosphere of heaven with you. Chains will break without you even raising your voice, because the authority you carry is not dependent on volume, but on my presence. This is why you must stay spiritually charged. Your private devotion is the oil that sustains public impact. You will notice that certain environments will no longer tolerate your presence, not because you have changed for the worse, but because the atmosphere you carry will expose what they are unwilling to confront. Let them distance themselves. It is proof that my refining in you is real. Those who are meant to walk with you will draw closer, not retreat. And in this way, I am protecting the purity of your assignment. The ones who ignore this call will soon realize that opportunities they assumed would always be there are vanishing. I am a God of mercy, but I am also a God of timing. When the window closes, it does not reopen on human demand. That is why I am urging you to act while the door is still open. The ground is shifting, the moment is here, and your obedience will determine whether you step forward or are left behind. Chosen one, this is the moment where everything you have endured begins to make sense. I have not wasted a single tear, a single setback, or a single battle you have faced. Every challenge has been part of the training that has brought you to this exact place in time. You were not overlooked. You were hidden until the appointed moment. The enemy thought the waiting would weaken you, but it has only made you stronger. What once broke you now builds you. What once slowed you now propels you. And now I say to you, step forward with the confidence of one who knows they are sent. I am aligning people, places, and opportunities in a way that could never have been accomplished through your own planning. There will be sudden introductions that lead to divine partnerships. There will be unexpected resources that arrive at the precise moment they are needed. You will walk into rooms where you are not just welcomed, you are recognized as an answer to prayer. My favor will go ahead of you, softening hearts and opening doors. But this is not for your comfort alone. It is for the fulfillment of the mission I have placed on your life. Every resource I provide comes with a purpose, and every open door carries an assignment. You are stepping into a season where obedience will produce immediate and undeniable fruit. Understand this: the removal of certain people, opportunities, and environments from your life was not rejection. It was redirection. I saw what you could not see. I knew what would weaken you in the long run, even if it felt good in the moment. I knew what alliances would drain your focus and what attachments would dilute your authority. That is why I have been cutting away everything that does not serve your destiny. It may have felt like loss, but it was deliverance. And because you have allowed me to prune you, you will now see an abundance of fruit in every area of your life. This abundance will not be fragile. It will be sustained by my hand. The call I have given you is urgent, and the time to act is now. I have placed before you an open door that no man can shut. You do not need to wait for further confirmation. This word is your confirmation. Move in faith, knowing that I go with you into every place I send you. The same power that raised Jesus from the dead is the power that will work through you. Do not measure yourself by your limitations. Measure yourself by my limitless ability. This is your moment to rise, to obey, and to see the fullness of my promise manifest in your life. Those who hesitate will watch from a distance, but you, chosen one, will walk boldly into the fulfillment of your calling.